to you the press conference from a little while ago. Coming up next on Hammers.House.
I know that's just in my mind. I know everything is just in my mind. Do you really want to be famous? Do you really want to be a superstar? Do you really want to get dangerous? Do you even know where the groupies are? Bitches out here be shameless. And I really wonder where their parents are. Look around, everything changes. It feels like I've been buried alive. Let it breathe.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to the original house, the only house for Las Vegas Raiders news, updates, live streams, and reactions. Welcome to Hammers.House. Hope everybody's doing great. You should be. DC is with us through the 25-26 season. 3 years, $121.5 million contract extension. We did talk about it earlier, but now I'm going to bring to you guys the press conference from probably within the last hour. But before I do that, let me just do a quick roll call very quickly. Al, my son Prez, Richard Lyon, Van City Raider, Valerie Lopez, what's good? Stormtrooper, End Slayers. I think I got everybody so far. Pyro, Bourbon, my brothers. Yes. All right. So we're going to play it right now for you guys. A little lengthy. And then we'll talk about some other things moving forward, like who are we trying to go after next and we're 2 weeks out from the draft. Some things we got to talk about there as well. Eric, what's good? Saul, what's up? Beantown, what's good, brother? Chasing 5K down like Usain Bolt. I don't see 5K happening by the draft, unfortunately. Really hasn't been much news lately. The lives haven't been getting a lot of looks. Those that are in here, click the link on the channel and spread the word, man. Let's get new Raider Nation in here. That it only grows with each and every single one of y'all. But yeah, let me stop talking and we'll get into this right now. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Some more year. I understand it. I understand.
My fault. I did the remix.
To me, because I understand if someone came in, they want somebody new, I get it, but the fact that they keep, believing in me and, watching the tape and saying, wow, like we want you to be here for some more years or some more time. That means more to me, way more to me than any of the other stuff that it has to do with, I've only wanted to be a Raider. And I told my agent, I said, I'm either going to be a Raider or I'm going to be playing golf. Like, I don't want to play anywhere else. That's how much this place means to me. And I don't get really fired up talking about it or anything like that, but I hope people can hear my heart on that I was dead serious when I meant that. And so, I had 1 year left on my contract. If it was 1 year, it was going to be 1 year, thankfully it'll be 4 more, and, I can, hopefully we can, build on that and I can finish and just, do what I set out to do, 9 years ago, and that is to win a championship. But that doesn't happen unless, you put a lot of work in, and we have a long way to go before that can happen.
How different, similar to the negotiations ago that you thought it would go? Because everyone's like 2 or 3 weeks ago, why isn't it done? Why isn't it done? Like, how did it go? Because you're seeing that from the outside, but you knew what was happening internally.
Yeah, I thought the whole time it was always trending the right direction. For me, everyone looks at like certain numbers and they're going to say, oh, well, they're not going to get the whole picture of how it's structured and how we did things. So that Tim, my agent, myself, and the team, we made sure, guys like Chandler, guys like Devontae, guys like hopefully Hunter and Foster, and those guys can stay here. The way we structured it, I went through a heartbreak already last time I signed my contract. My best friend left, you know what I mean? And I didn't want that to ever happen again. And so this was an opportunity for me to prove to the team, to the organization, to our fans, that the way we're going to structure this is so that we can keep, everybody together and really really have real continuity, really have something to build on, And so for me, it was like, how do we do that? Usually in these negotiations, how much money can we get, and then how much can we save? And for this was just different, And so there was a learning curve about it. Like, how do we make that happen to where I feel good and to where the team feels great? Like, man, we can still build a championship team around you. And so that was what was important to us. And hopefully, this contract proves that.
You said a minute ago you had 1 year left, and if that was what you were playing on, that's what you were playing on. You were willing to play on the 1 year deal. There's a lot of people from the outside would have said that's crazy for you to put that kind of risk out there.
Oh yeah, I mean, I talked to my agent, like, I said, look, at the end of the day, I want to be a Raider, and I am crazy enough to go out there on 1 year, and especially with the guys that are going to be around me, I said I'll take that chance, and see what happens. But I think for me, I am a little bit different, in the way that I think and the way that I view this business. And I know not a lot of people view it the same way I do. I mean, you see guys wanting to get out and leave places all the time because it's too hard or it's not the right situation and all that kind of stuff. And more power to them. But there's something about this place where I was just like, I'll do whatever it takes just to be here. And so, for me, if it was 1 year, yeah, I mean, sucks. It's not what the plan was from the team or from me, but I will do it, but they made it clear all along that this was a priority. So I didn't really ever feel like the pressure that was going to happen.
Yeah, well, how early on in the process did they make that clear to you? Like, did they come in and kind of evaluate things, or like was it day one, like, hey, you're a guy, we're going to commit at some point?
I don't ever want to talk for somebody else, but I'll say it was very clear to me how they felt about me day one, and I don't ever want to speak for Dave or speak for Josh, but it was I knew I was going to be a Raider. I was just hoping that it'd be for longer than what my contract was at that moment.
1 year career, you made a lot of money, you put up the numbers. The only box score that have to check is those postseason wins.
Yes.
Some of the moves that the teams made this offseason, trade for Devontae, sign
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm always, me, I'm always confident. I'm always optimistic. I always think we're going to be all right, and but I am excited. I think it's okay to be excited for what we've done. I'm excited where we're going. For who's locked up, and who hopefully we can get locked up also, and things like that. I think we have a special group of guys. I think we do have a special group of guys, but that having a special group of guys doesn't correlate to wins. For me, the question of can I win a playoff game? Like, yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, yes, just because we had one chance and we lost in the last series of a game to the AFC champions. Yeah, I think we can. And it just shows you how close we were. But with that said, 55% of the teams that make the playoffs the next year don't. So, odds are against us. And I like that kind of thought process better. So I'm going to keep that underdog mentality and kind of that chip on my shoulder mindset. But at the same time, I know what I'm capable of. I know what our team's capable of. And I'm excited to see, obviously we have to earn that spot. I don't know what we were, the 5th seed or something like that. Hopefully we can earn more than that this year. That's always the goal, So with this division, it'll be tough, but we're excited for that challenge.
In terms of wanting to be a Raider, always the no trade clause in the contract, how important was that in comparison maybe with some of the other terms of the deal? Was the agent given a mandate that needs to be included in the deal?
No, I think, Tim and I work together. There's no mandates. We just work together as family. And we together thought that that'd be a great idea. And it was to make Paul stop talking about me.
Speaking of some of the guys you're going to be playing with next year, how's it been throwing with Devontae?
It's been great. It's been so good, man. It's been a couple years since we got to throw together. Because when we moved from the Bay, again, we were like almost neighbors. We always joked around because he bought the house just above us. I said so he could look down on us peasants. But he moved in right by us, and we've always been close, having dinners at each other's houses and things like that. And then when we moved, obviously he's not coming out here. I wasn't going back to the Bay, but I told my brothers that after the first time we threw, they're like, "How was it?" I was like, "Honestly, it was like riding a bike." every ball is right here, and the guy is so freakishly talented. He makes me look better than I actually am. So, it's a blessing to be able to play with him, not only because of the player he is, but he's one of my best friends in the whole world. Like, we've tried to plot and scheme this thing for a long time, but at the end of the day, we both loved our situations. He had a great situation, I had a great situation, and but we always talked about it. One day we're going to make it happen, and the opportunity came, and we worked hard, to try and make that happen. And the fact that it's here, it's exciting. We've had success together, but that was at the college level, completely different. But we do have confidence that we can do it at this level too.
With Devontae in the mix, along with Josh and the other pieces in place, what's the collective vision for what kind of offense this could be this season?
Triple option, run heavy. We've gotten into some of that kind of stuff, but right now, everyone wants me to say it's going to be this or this. Like, we have to go earn it. Like, if we don't go work for it, it doesn't matter what I say it's going to be. People can put us, we have the odds to get first in the division, or we have fourth in the division. Like, who the heck cares right now? Like, there's so much work to be done that our only mindset is when we come in tomorrow to make sure we're outworking everybody. And if your best players are the ones leading that charge, Max, Chandler, Devontae, Hunter, Darren, Foster, Colton, if those are the guys that are leading that charge, Denzel, saying we're going to outwork everybody, myself, that's where success stems from. That's where you give yourself a chance. I thought last year's group was special. I was telling my wife this, like, the first 2 days that we've had this week, it feels like a special group, and again, that never correlates to wins. It feels fun to come to work with these guys, because of how hard everyone's working. And, I'm trying to race Devontae on our conditioning tests and push him. And of course he strides very easily past me, and I was glad to see that he's getting older, but he can still run. So that's good. So with all that said, when our hardest working people can lead the charge and do that, I think that'll provide what our offense could be. But right now, we've only had 2 days of work. So, I don't know what it can be, but the happiest person in the building should be Josh Jacobs. I know that.
When they first came in, there was a theory of what would they do as new guys, kind of rebuild it, or try to win it all. You mentioned that a little. Can you expound on that in terms of they obviously are in to win it all now?
Yes.
I'll lose it.
It's exciting because, Coach Bisaccia would always talk to me about, you never want, for some of your players, you never want to waste years, and
Ricardo was good.
My heart was in a place where, I'm 31. The way I feel like I'm 21. I feel great. But when it comes to NFL years, I've played 8. I'm going into my 9th year. Like, I don't want to waste any time. I don't want to build. I want to win. And they made it very, very clear to me that we're not coming just to build something. Like, we're going to build something, but we want to win now. Like, think about it. They're coming into a new job, and we went to the playoffs. That's not usually the case. Usually, you do have to come in and start over. But there's pieces in place, and their scheme and the way they believe, they thought that these pieces could fit good in that scheme, offense and defense, and so that's exciting. So it wasn't just a complete, haul of players taken out and brought in. So there's continuity there, which I've talked about helps so much. So them showing me that is what means a lot to me, that they want to win now, because that's how our locker room, if we're honest, like, before who's going to be the coach, we're just thinking, I just hope it's like someone that's ready to just take a step forward, instead of, well, this guy, let's get rid of him, let's trade this for picks and build for the next 3 years. You're like, as older players, you're like, nah, I don't want to do that anymore. I've done that. I've actually lost count how many times we've had to do that, and I'm glad that we're just kind of taking that step forward.
Derek, this is your third coaching change that you've been through so far throughout your career. So this isn't something that's new to you. It's an important process. But from your experience, what has helped? What are the things that helped kind of the staff and creating yourself with the roster and transfer success?
I think the biggest thing, first off, obviously there's X's and O's, and the more football you play, the more you're like, they call this route just a different name, and you're like, okay, that I got it. And if it makes sense in the scheme of how they teach it, then it kind of is easier to pick up on the more football you play. But I think the most important part is the coaches getting to know their players, and the players getting to know their coaches and building that trust. It's something that sounds like coach talk, but it really matters that, when Josh calls a play, he knows, I know what he wants done. I always talked about that, like with Drew, like when Drew calls a play, I want him to know exactly where the ball is going to go versus every coverage, and building that with Josh as fast as we can. And, he's watched a lot of tape on me, prior to coming here, and now he's here and all this kind of stuff. So he knows how I think. I think he's probably talked to Drew even, about things and all that kind of stuff. So as much you try and fast track that, because the NFL is like, well, let's go now. Whether you're rebuilding or trying to keep taking a step forward, it's like you got to go now. So building that trust and that communication, just, hey, I don't like that. Hey, Derek, I don't like this. I need you to do it like this. Okay, perfect. That's what he expects. Same from me. And I think the faster that each position can build that with their coach, the faster we'll be a better football team going forward.
What kind of mantras have you taken away from the new coaches so far in your early meetings with them, and what?
We'll get back to it in a minute because you guys are asking in regards to right now the cap hit. I have not seen anything on the cap hit. I will break down to you real quickly the numbers in regard to this contract though. As of right now, the contract terms, as we said before, is 3 years, 121.5 mil. The signing bonus is 7.5 million. Average salary is 40.5. Guaranteed at the sign was 24.9. Total guaranteed is 65.3 million and becomes an unrestricted free agent in 2026. Let's get back into it.
What is it meant to see about? I heard 98% of the roster came in and showed up for the voluntary phase one. What did that mean to see that much for the team come together for this?
Yeah, it showed. Hopefully it shows like even with guys like with contract stuff, like hopefully it showed like, yeah, that's business, but our main objective in our heart is
Always
to win, and we know to win you have to put the work in together. And so our team showed up, and it was really cool to see some of the things that coach. I mean, it is very evident we are going to compete, and the only thing that matters is winning. Like that's it. We're going to compete, and the only thing that matters in that drill is who won the drill. And so to me, that's exciting. That's how you get better as a team. Is you put your best against your best. You compete. Everyone has an opportunity to show themselves and try and make this football team from here until cut day, and hopefully you take the best, 53 into the season and make a run, and so for us, we're going to compete as hard as we can, try and win every single drill against each other, and it's going to be hard, to do, but that's the mindset that they're bringing in, is we're going to compete literally at everything that we do, and the only thing that matters at the end of the day is who won that, and we'll coach off of that. And so I'm excited. That's how my mindset's always been. So for them to come in and say the things, I'm writing things down. I'm like as I'm writing it, I'm not just writing it because coach is saying it, but I believe in it. So it's exciting. But again, I just try and temper it because there's so much we have to learn. There's so much offense and so much defense and special teams in the kicking game we have to learn that right now it doesn't even matter. What we want to think about in the future unless we take care of business tomorrow.
East Coast in the building. Let's go.
Your contract in a certain way to help. I'm just kind of wondering if you made sacrifices, and if you did make sacrifices for the team and for the future of this franchise. Does it also stem back to your background and just who you are and sacrifices and whatever? And I'm just kind of wondering, and it's kind of a follow up to that. The altar conference. What was your theme of your kind of talk to the people?
Yeah, beholding Jesus. We've tried so hard in every area of life to take the Bible and Christ out of schools, out of that workplace, all this kind of stuff. And for me, I think it's time for us to take a step up and say, well, I think there's a pretty good game plan on how to love each other and how we should be treating each other and how to do business in the right way. And so that was kind of my theme for that, and obviously that's a different thing than what we're talking about now. But for me, the important thing for me, that's my girl, so she's okay. Do whatever you want, honey. But for me, it was important that because of the Khalil situation, like I just didn't want, and we still could have had him, but looking back on it, I'm like, I want to make sure every opportunity is there for all of my guys to get signed. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
I want to make sure there's every opportunity. Like, yeah, I mean, I took sacrifices. Everyone just looks at certain numbers and like, why would you do that? What? First of all, get your hand out of my pocket. That's number one. And you take less at your job. You know what I mean? But number two was we did anyway.
Wow.
To make sure that guys like Hunter have an opportunity. Not saying it's going to get done, but have an opportunity to get what they need. Foster, Darren, all these guys. I don't know. I'm just whoever's out there, like whoever needs help. Like as long as Tim and I felt good. Like the big thing to me was like there were certain things that were important to me, and after that I was like, you know how to structure this, you know how to do this with the team and all that, and just keep my guys together. And I thought at the end of it, we sat down and I saw it. I even think my cat number went down this year. Like I was like, just bring my cap number down. I don't care how we do it. Let's just make it to where at the end of the day, I'm fine. My family's protected in their future, but at the same time, we can protect and take care of my teammates' futures too. And so we made sure that we could do that.
Well, along those lines, like even if that's how it started out in the negotiations, like during the negotiation process, there were some pretty massive, guaranteed contracts that were signed by other guys.
Yeah.
Did that give you pause? Oh, wait a minute. This is what we talked about, but look what's going on.
Yeah, no, still for me,
facts.
Like we gotta keep things relative too. Like we can, I got 4 kids and we can go to Target and we're okay. I always say that, but it's like true. Like they don't know how good they have it. We're fine. So relatively, I'm happy for everybody. Like I don't care what everybody else gets. I'm worried about my contract. I'm worried about my family and worried about some of the things I have planned in my life. Besides football.
Before we even get back to that, this is our quarterback. This is a team player. I dare somebody to come in here and try to fucking tear this man down right now. Family man, he don't give a shit about the money. He's concerned about his other players getting paid as well, his teammates, his brothers. Like, come on. I love it. I fucking love this shit right now. But let's get back into it.
And as long as I can take care of those things, we're great. I want to help and bless and encourage and, thousands, millions of people, but sometimes that takes a little bit of money. So there's some things I want to do there, to help people in other countries, help people in this country. I always say, like, I'm always thankful to God that he trusts me with this kind of stuff because it's going to go to the right places. I try my best. Like I'm wearing stuff that, half of it was free. You know what I mean? We like to, give back. We like to take care of other things. So there's part of that matters to me, right? And then when other people are getting their stuff, I'm like, man, good for you, but I'm good. Let's make sure my teammates are okay, because I know that there's some really good people in that locker room that want to do the same thing and take care of some people in their families and their communities. And so that's what is more important to me than seeing other people getting some of the stuff they were getting.
Derek, this AFC West is pretty exciting with the quarterbacks. You probably talked to a ton of people about it, but look at Wilson now, he'll be there a while. Now you'll be here a while. Just can you talk about that, the quarterbacks, just that West?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Pat is great. Justin, he's just starting, man. He's going to be a great player for a long time. Russell's been great. It's exciting to go and compete against these guys, and, we've all had battles. We've all kind of, had shootouts, so to speak, against each other. And, they've won some, we've won some. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard. And it's going to come down to who does everything right. Who does all the little things right, who's closer together, who's tighter, of a unit, and things like that. Good job, Deacon. But I think for me, the exciting part for me is that you get to compete. Like growing up, like I watch these guys compete against each other in our house, every day, and they're going at it. And that's the way you grow up. You want to compete against guys that are at the top of their game. And so for me, it's exciting. For the defensive coordinators, they're probably like, oh my gosh, well, every week there's no breaks, but I think that that's how it should be.
Derek, with the NFL draft being here in about 2 weeks, what memories come back to you when you think back to your draft in 2014?
That I got passed over a whole bunch of times. I won't forget there was like a little TV crew in there for the first round because there were teams like, oh, if you're there at 20 something, we're taking you and all that kind of stuff. Then it doesn't happen. You're like, yeah, this sucks, you know. But at the end of the day, I'll never forget, like the next day, James Jones texted me, and it was before the draft, and he says, why don't you come on out to Oakland? And sure enough, they were at this 36, I think. Yeah, they were at the 36 pick. And I was just like, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be something? And when that phone started ringing, I was just so happy because I just wanted to, I don't know why, but I just wanted to go there. You know, I was like, I want to be part of fixing that. You know, I want to be part of, you know, helping get them back to the playoffs and, you know, be a winning franchise again and things like that. So, you know, we've proven it in spurts, but I think it's time that we just do it more consistently. And I think when I look back at that, I'm like, we're in the middle of what I dreamed of doing. You know, I wanted to be, you know, someone when all is said and done that my name would be at the top of a lot of lists on some stat sheets and all this kind of stuff. And then I wanted to hold trophies and all that. Well, we haven't done some of those things yet, you know, but I wanted to leave my mark on this organization and just to look back now and say, I got 4 more years for that opportunity is exciting for me. Because people have trusted me all this time, you know, the people that make decisions, you know, when other teams were calling or this or that, they're like, no chance, you know, this is our guy, you know, throughout the years and things like that, that I look back at those moments and I'm thankful because I have another opportunity to go out and prove it again.
You said Devontae was beating you in the sprint. We see you guys on the golf course a little bit. Who's winning that?
Me, 100%. We're not even gonna front about that. But can I say he is the most improved golf swing since I saw him 2 years ago. Like 2 years ago it was a little tough, and now he hits this nice little tight draw every single time, which I'm envious of. So I got to pray about that.
The last time we talked to you at the end of last season, you talked about how the focus needed to be staying hungry, not getting your head high after making the playoffs, which maybe something you didn't see in 2016. How has that kind of manifested itself, and has it gone according to plan?
You know, the feeling coming in this year isn't like, oh, we deserve this, or we're gonna do this, and we're just gonna walk through it. Like the feeling is there's this hunger in everybody that we have done nothing yet. You know, like yes, we want to make the playoffs. How we did it was miraculous. We had to win our last 4 to even have that chance, right? And the teams we had to beat to do it was unbelievable, and all this, and you can feel really good about it. And we did feel good about it. Like that we accomplished something, especially with, you know, Rich stepping in and taking over, right? And it was cool. But there's a hunger in us that we didn't get what we wanted. You know, the mindset was we're winning this whole thing. You know, that was our mindset, and so there's a hunger there that clearly we didn't do enough work. You know, clearly someone in this building didn't do enough, and we're all going to take that upon our shoulders and say, I'm going to be the one that does more. And I think that's why I'm excited. You know, again, it doesn't promise us anything, but what it does promise us is it'll give us a better chance if we do the work, unless we don't. So the mindset is definitely different than was it 2017 coming into that season. You know, we added some talent and we were like, oh man, we got this, and clearly we did not. The mindset coming in this time is we need to do a little bit more because it clearly wasn't enough last year.
Derek, who goes golfing by themselves and hits a hole?
Oh my gosh, this guy, right? You know, we always laugh because like going to play golf is like a way for me to like not. I can work on something else, you know, and not think about football, especially with the contract stuff. I was like, I don't even want to think about it, you know, because if I just sit at home, that's all I'm going to think about. And so I went out there, and there was this group behind me, and for whatever reason, on hole number 11, they decided to be done, and as the ball goes in the hole, I'm jumping up and down. I turn around, they're driving away, so they didn't even watch it. There's literally no one to be seen, but you don't have to believe me, but it really did go in the hole. So.
That's what she said.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Just one more question real quick.
Yes.
John Gruden talked about, and you guys mentioned just how intensive his playbook was and his offense. Is Josh similar? I mean, is his playbook kind of similar? I mean, if Gruden's was the Bible, is his equal to that?
Yeah. Gruden had so much. You know, he had something for everybody, you know. And I thought that was really cool. And so does Josh. He has something for everybody. And it's going to take a lot of work for our guys to learn it. It's going to take a lot of work for us and we've already started that process. But usually with the teams that have the most success, like he has had the last 20 years or so, there's usually a good amount of volume there, you know. But at the same time, he's all about playing fast. And so I'm excited. I really am excited. Obviously it's different. It's different, but the same amount of work is going to be required to get it done. Yep. Yep. Thank you.
All right. There you have it. The press conference in its entirety for you guys, man of the people. I always look out for you guys. I had to pull it out. Pause. Hold up. Pause. Huge pause. Yeah. So I see Sarah just pulled on up. It's been a minute since you've been in my lives, so appreciate you pulling on in. Hope you're doing well. Sarah's doing her shout outs. Richard Lyon, Circus Raider, Bourbon Country Raider, Queen. Hey fam. Let me highlight that just cause you said hi to the whole family. So yeah, you guys are asking about the numbers. I gave the numbers out. I'll give the numbers out once again. For those that are just coming on in, for those that are unaware of what has transpired in the last 6 hours maybe, Derek Carr has gotten his extension, 3 years, $121.5 million. Here is a current breakdown of that contract. Stated before, $7.5 million signing bonus. Average salary is $40.5 million. Guaranteed at signing is $24.9 million. Total guaranteed is $65.3 million, and he will become a free agent, an unrestricted free agent, after the 2026 season, 2025-2026 season. So yeah, there's no other breakdown right now. There's nothing in regards to a hold up. The cap hit, I'm looking at it right now. Carr will earn a base salary of 19.7 and a workout bonus of 100,000 while carrying a cap hit of 19.8 million. So that was the money that he was due this coming season, which I'm trying to see where it's at. Yeah, that was the money that he was due this season. So you guys are asking about the cap hit. That's the cap hit. So glad I was able to give you guys that information. Cortez, what is good, my brother? Richard said, love my family here. We love you. I love all of you guys in here. Salute Hammer. Now we don't have to worry about any one trade talks. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. The trade talks are put to rest. He does have a no trade clause. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but yes, he has a no trade clause as well. So I think that's going to put the rumor mill to rest. So at some point this weekend, if I get the chance, if I'm listening to ESPN radio in New York, I will call Anita Marks and be like, where's Carr going, by the way? Oh, that's right. He has a no trade clause. You heard everything he said in the press conference. If he wasn't going to get a deal done, then he would have been on the golf links. Like, tells you that he is Raider till he dies. Win, lose, or tie, DC is a Raider till he dies. Point blank period. He doesn't want to go anywhere else. He wouldn't play anywhere else. So he said a lot of great things. He's got me excited. Obviously, again, we know the type of guy he is. He's a family man, God first. But his teammates are just as much his family as his own blood is, and he wants to make sure that other players are taken care of as well. Foster Moreau, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow. He wants them to eat as well. So I love everything he had to say. I'm extremely excited about this right now. I'm glad the deal finally got done. Now we move forward 15 days out from the 2022 NFL draft. And then we have May 2nd. That Monday after the draft, May 2nd, is the day for fifth-year option pickups or not. You've heard me talk on various shows, not mine alone, about where I think we're going with that. I do think Jacobs is going to get that fifth year. Klee, we got to wait and see what he does this year. I don't think the option's going to be picked up, but depending on how he produces by the middle of the season, they'll determine if he's going to get an extension with the silver and black as well. Damn, I can't wait for footy ball. The footy ball. People say he got overpaid, but clearly he got a deal that ends up helping other players. That's a fact, Bruno. That's an absolute fact. Bugsy, what's good? Can't wait to see what we do in the draft. Neither can I. Did we free up any money from DC's contract, Hammer? So only one. I just mentioned this. Again, I don't know if you were in here or not, but there is a cap hit He's going to earn the base salary of 19.7 and a workout bonus of 100,000, but he's carrying a cap hit of $19.8 million. So, yeah. Again, we still got $20 million coming to us after June 1st. Maybe there's other moves are going to be made. I talked about this during the live earlier when we broke this news. Who's to say that we don't see another extension being done or potentially a free agent signing? But right now, put all the rumors to rest. Derek Carr is a Raider for the next 4 years. Thank goodness. We'll just see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Let me just see if I'm missing anything in here right now. I don't think I am. Didn't Clee get traded to Seattle? I don't know where you got that from, Reese. Clee Farrell is a Raider this season. I don't know where you got that from. I absolutely love that we won't be having that dumb trade or release narrative all season. Exactly. I think that was a concern for a lot of us. This deal is overpaid under the cap 10 years ago in the 2022 QB market. That contract is a steal. Talk that shit. Look, I've said this before. My major concern was the Raiders having him play out the final year of his contract. He is extremely successful, potential MVP or MVP candidate, and the market value goes up. You see quarterbacks in the league right now that are on a crazy tear in Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow. Those are the next two quarterbacks, mark my words on this, that they are going to reset the quarterback market value. The shit goes like night and day in the league. We saw Devontae get his extension, and a week later, Tyreek Hill goes to Dolphins, gets a contract extension. Stephon Diggs, Buffalo Bills, he gets a contract extension. It just keeps resetting on its own. These players, they deserve their money. They earn their money. I know we've talked about Waller. Waller, we need to have him show up, show out this year, put up some numbers, and earn that contract, bro. Your base right now, I believe, is like $6 million. Earn your contract, earn your bag. Carr did it. Max did it. Stay healthy and you can do it as well. I do believe Hunters is going to be the next one. Hammer, I'm completely excited for DC. Sure, he's made mistakes, but no QB is like, oh my God, fantastic. Only one we called this, brother. Plus now other teams' QB's value skyrocket. Now Ravens going to have a problem, etc. Exactly. Well, I guess you heard everything I just said, so absolutely. Absolutely. Shit. We saw it with DC4 last extension when he signed 5 years, 125 mil. Yup. Daniel, what's good? Anybody that's in here, because I know I'm seeing names in here for the very first time, do not let it be a last time in here. Hit that sub button. Break them thumbs. For the newcomers, that means hit that like button. And smash the bell for all your Raiders news, updates, live streams, and reactions right here in the original house. The only house, Hammers House. I'm telling you now, I keep telling you guys I'm getting nervous when I get out there and being on the mic in front of people live and like physically in person. But I do want to see if I can get you guys riled up when I sit there and say, welcome to the original house, and hear you guys bring it right back. I'm like, that's the one thing I'm like, yo, it's got to happen. Because if I can get you guys hyped, we're going to be setting the tone for the Ahern for those 2 days. I haven't even mentioned it. I didn't mention it on the last live. I'm mentioning it now. Yes, April 28th, April 29th, Ahern Hotel, 300 West Sahara Ave in Vegas. Me and the rest of my brothers from Mount Shieldmore, Andy, Docs, Wasted, will be doing live coverage of the NFL Draft at the Ahern Hotel both Thursday, April 28th and Friday, April 29th. Also, April 29th, 11 a.m., All-American Field Park in Vegas. We will be doing the inaugural Oak Las Vegas flag football game sponsored by Charles Woodson and Woodson Bourbon Whiskey. Guys, this is going to be an amazing weekend. It's going to be a movie, man. And it only is going to be better with each and every single one of y'all coming out there, pulling up to the lives and showing your love and support for each and every single one of us. So, yeah, I think that was my little plug for that. I wish I had the other intro right now, at least the little teaser, but I don't have it on my laptop right now to show you guys. But Prez is the mad scientist and did some great work with the intro. And you guys saw the new logo from Mount Shieldmore. We might even turn those into shirts down the road at some point. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm not leaving right now. Don't worry. You guys have any questions right now, feel free to ask. We're going to hang out for a little bit longer. Again, it's a great day. Great day in Vegas. Great day in Henderson, Nevada. Derek Carr, 3-year extension, now with us through the 2026 season. Super excited. Congratulations to him and wish you nothing but the most success moving forward this coming season, most definitely. This coaching staff has been very impressive. It's almost like they listen to the fans. I think they've been watching us, Kenneth. I think they watch us and nobody wants to ever admit it. I think they're kind of watching us more than a lot of the regular media does. Or more than they actually watch like the regular media news outlets and stuff. Sinister's in here. Daryl's in here. Kenneth is in here. DC family pic they posted of his contract extension. His youngest son, Deacon, is my whole mood right now. Face says it all. Love it. Let's work. Talk that shit. I have one question, bro. If that's your Mount Shieldmore thumbnail, oh my god, dude, your eyes. Yeah. Demon time, y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's demon time. I love it, though. Paul, appreciate you. We got 101 people in here. At least that's what it says on the screen, but I'm not sure how accurate that is. And one in here on Twitch watching. I appreciate you guys pulling on up for this. I did not really expect to do another live, but seeing the press conference, I was like, I need to view this and share this with everybody that didn't get a chance to see it. So, played the audio for you guys. I did break the news earlier. I got out of bed and did a short that Carr got the extension. I'm not sure if we're doing Mount Shieldmore tonight. I would absolutely love to, but I'm not 1,000% sure on that yet. I will try to reach out to them. Raiderette Lizette, what is good? Is that going to be your first time seeing the stadium? So Malo, I just was having this conversation earlier. I'm going to try my best to get to the stadium. I might try to do the tour on Saturday if I have the time. I have to though. I got to try my best to see it. I'm really looking forward to it. I might even pull up in my custom jersey and take it all in, just the whole atmosphere and everything of it. I'm super excited to just be out there though. So for clarification, Hammer, does this extension free up money? Van City, it doesn't appear to free up. Like I said, it looks like this year the cap hit on this deal is 17. So actually, I would have to look at it again. But I'm pretty sure that if this is the cap hit, let me see something. Let me get back to Sport Track real quick. From reading this current contract, this is it's hard to really understand that part of it. The base salary is 19.7 and a workout bonus of 100,000 while carrying a cap hit of 19.8. There's no dead cap money, so I think we're good. I'm pretty sure that we're okay. Chet, what's good? Hammer, I haven't seen him here or Doc's live. Haven't seen Hefe KC after this news. I want to say I think I had Hefe blocked, but I don't think he's blocked. But he's gone back into his little hole. Chiefs are gonna regress. I've said that time and time again over the last 2 months. This is gonna be a regression year for the Chiefs. Watch. Yo, if you haven't already, please, because I see Raiderette Lizette is asking. If you haven't already, please follow Queen Raiderette. She is on the mission right now. The goal is 10K. Run those follows up on her IG, y'all. There you go. She put it up. There it is, right there. Hit her up. Follow her. Follow. Run it up. Let's get it to 10,000. This is the road to 10K. Hammer Sports Track is got us 29 million over the cap. Makes no sense. Yeah, I'm not sure how that shit is working right now, Sean. I'm really not. Vegas Raiders said always able to restructure into signing bonus if Raiders want to sign more players. That's a truth. That's a fact. FAKC is too out there sometimes. He was trying to and waste his chat, and none of us were having that. Good. That's assist. You got to hold it down. You guys got to make sure to protect there. So appreciate each and every single one of y'all with that. Joe LG, what's good? Queen, I have no IG, or else I would without a doubt. Bing bong. Got a text. Probably nothing of importance, anyways. Oh, wait. Bourbon got the same hat as I do, god damn it. If you're still in here, god damn you, Bourbon. Garrett, what is good? What is good? Yo, I see a lot of new names in here, y'all. Hit that sub button if you haven't already. And if you want to support me and support the channel, the link for the membership is pinned to the top, as well as the merch site. Anytime you go on the merch site, 9 times out of 10, there is a discount, 15 to 20% off of merch. Cop your gear today. We got everything from adults to kids to babies to stuff for the pups, cups, mugs, cooking aprons, you name it, we got it. I think we even got pillows. I'm actually going to order myself one of the pillows. I think that's going to be dope. But yeah, copy your merch, y'all. And again, if you have IG, Queen_Raiderette, follow her on IG. We are on the road to 10K. Spread the word about that too, because there's a good chance that she could hit 10K by draft day. I do think that that's definitely very, very possible. So run it up, y'all. Bernard, thank you. There's the link for the merch. How long have we been on for already? Because I can't see exactly how long. 47 minutes. We got 91 in here right now, but the screen says 95. Break them thumbs, y'all. Already following the one and only Queen. Okay. I really feel some type of way. Bourbon got the same hat that I got. I got it about a month ago at Lids in Savannah. Ah, okay. Yeah, I couldn't find it anywhere. The next one I want to get is the regular logo, but the red bottom. Like, I really want that, especially for like my J's and stuff. That shit would be dope. We are 11 away from 3,200, y'all. Gilmore, a honey badger, SO Bears. It seems like we don't have the money right now, but I think after June 1st we'll be just fine. I would still go for honey badger. Carlos, what's good? 10K by draft would be dope. Celebrate in Vegas. That's a fucking fact. Let's do it. Sport Track has Derek Carr listed twice, probably why their numbers are goofed up. I'm reading the numbers that I have in front of me on there, and I don't know. I really don't know. But they're probably going to have to update it again within the next few hours anyways, so it is what it is. Look, we got him here. I think we're fine with where we're at right now. And if we make any other moves, I truly believe it's going to happen after June 1st. Got that mint yellow and gray shield hat from Lids. That's dope. I'm about to order a camo Raiders hat with the black bill. I knew that was coming. Jason Thomas. God! Raiders. Arkham, salute Raider. On my lunch break at work, stopping by to show some love. Appreciate you, Arkham. Always nice to see you in here. Shout out to Garrett on the $5 super chat. Hey, Hammer, it's Gunsmoke. I had to switch accounts because my super chats weren't being sent. Damn. Appreciate you, brother. Much appreciated. We're going to have to wrap this up momentarily because I do have some business to tend to in the next, I think it's like 19 minutes or so. The Retro 6 is high in silver and black colorway. Our must cop. Yeah, I got the 35s. I got them for my birthday last year. I love that alert. Yeah. So I needed something I needed some Raider gear. That's why I had gotten that Raider Nation red and black hat to go with the Jays. Also, because I didn't mention it since we were on here yet today, or I mentioned it earlier. But guys, for the month of April, last month we did uh our awareness for leukemia and lymphoma as my brother Beantown Breakdown. Bobby, Boston sports content creator, was recently diagnosed with leukemia. So majority of the proceeds that we raised in the super chats, memberships, all that stuff is being donated to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. This month of April, is Autism Acceptance Month, Autism Awareness Month. Same thing. We're raising super chats, donations, memberships, all that stuff. Majority of the proceeds are going to the Autism Society. So guys, it could be a little, it could be a lot, doesn't matter. Everything you donate or send counts. It matters. You could donate through the super chats, or you can donate to me on Cash App. It's a money sign, Hammers.House, all one word. We had gotten a couple donations the other day through Cash App, so much appreciated to those guys. And yeah, he got that Casey and JoJo business to attend to. Throw you back. Oh God, no. Only you, Jason. Damn, I didn't miss you one bit. All right, everyone, gotta bounce. Hold on, where'd it go? Gotta bounce an adult for a while. Great news today. Hope everyone has a great day. Hammer, I'll be messing you about my upcoming trip to New York. Absolutely, bro. It's always a pleasure having you coming on in. Thank you. Raider Ruckus chilling. What's good? You tell me what's good. Derek Carr got an extension. That's what's good. Bourbon's going to get that camo hat and become invisible. He's going to be our invisible linebacker on the field. Can't wait to kick off. Talk that shit. I love it. I love it. I love it. I see everything you guys are putting up. I love it. Shout out to Gunsmoke. Welcome to the Raider Nation Syndicate. Welcome to the family. Shields Up member. Guys, you want to support me? Support the channel. One way to do it is hit that link that's pinned to the top. Shields Up members are the ones that are entered into our monthly Hammers.House merch giveaway. The first of the month, we'll be doing that. This month, if we do it, it's probably going to be my last day in Vegas. I will try to do it. If not, I'll do it when I get back to New York. But definitely appreciate you, Gunsmoke. Much appreciated for that. DC earned that extension. Renfro was next. That's a fact. To me, it doesn't make sense that no money is cleared up. This seems pointless to me. Carr and Ziggler want to build a true contender. Good to know you didn't miss me. You're an ass sometimes. I just got used to it. Wait, Raider Ruckus, did you just learn about the extension? Is that why I'm getting the let's go? Yeah, he got a 3-year extension, $121.5 million. My wife just found out yesterday that her mom has cancer. It was a rough day. Good thing we're moving to Fort Campbell, which is only 3 hours from home, so plenty of time to check up on her in person. Much love, thoughts, prayers out to your mother-in-law, your wife, and the whole family, brother. You know we're behind you 1,000%. Fuck cancer. She's going to be fine. Renfro going to get paid. That's a fact. That's a fact. I know I feel like I'm giving you guys dead air right now, but I'm here with you guys. I'm chilling, just making sure that we don't have any other things to break out right now or talk about. I'm looking at the... Hold up. The one thing that I'm not understanding is how, like, well, then again, it probably hasn't happened. The new subs, you should have that little thing pop up in the corner, but I guess no new subs during this live today. It is what it is. They'll be watching this later and they'll probably jump on board. Love. This is why I love you guys. This is exactly why I love you guys. I always call you guys my second family. I talk to you guys a hell of a lot more than my own family at times. Amber Alert or girl with a phone, Bourbon. What the fuck? I can't. Y'all do some crazy shit sometimes. It was nice to see everybody is pulled up. It's great to see everybody pulling together right now, sending their prayers to Bourbon and his family. This is what the Raider Nation is all about. And I say it, I stress it. This is what it's all about right here, man. We are one family, and I love you guys for that. Holly. Raider Cortez is in the building. I need to check something in a minute because I feel like there's somebody in here that is not. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. No, I think we're good. DC having no trade clause is so satisfying. Gives DC peace of mind to focus on getting us that Lombardi trophy. To talk that shit. What's with the eyes? I just had to double check that somebody was a mod. Make sure I wasn't losing my mind, but they are. I know the angle on this today is kind of funky. The green screen is actually like raised up a lot higher than it's supposed to be. We'll fix that at some point this week. White Tyson, what is good, bro? How the fuck are you? I love being able to enjoy my days off with you guys. Doors live at 7:30 Pacific time. If I might try to pull up. 9-year-old girl got shot in the mall taking Easter pictures in my hood. Prayers to her family. Yeah, it's sad, man. Prayers up, prayers up, prayers up. Thank you, Queen. For those that are not subbed, yes, hit that link, y'all. See, I always try to involve all of y'all. Y'all know what it is. Richard is mad hype right now. He said, I called that shit. I called it. It was me. Vitality. Yerp. ESPN tomorrow. The Raiders have traded Derek Carr for Mac Jones, but the Raiders and Derek Carr do not agree. Oh, you know what? There's actually something I did want to touch on. House Junkies, what's good? There's something I wanted to touch on in regards to this extension, because right away, somebody that doesn't even cover football, he just talks shit. Yeah, Stephen A, I'm talking to you. Had the balls to come out. Oh, yeah, he got a great contract. I love the contract. But what I don't agree with is a no trade clause. He hasn't won anything. Sit down, shut the fuck up, figure out which team you're really rooting for. Is it the Knicks or is it the Lakers? Keep the Raiders, keep Raider Nation out your mouth. And I'm not going to go Will Smith on you, but keep the Raiders out of your mouth. You want to clown on teams? Go clown on the Cowboys. Or go clown on some other team that you can't stand. But leave the Raiders out of your mouth, bro. Seriously. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Dude is finishing the top 10 the last 2 years. Finished 5th in passing yards this past season. And you got the balls to be like, oh, he hasn't won anything. He hasn't had a great supporting cast around him. His coaching staff has been ass over the last few years. Stop trying to tear the dude down. Fuck out of here with that. Is my big brother in the building? My big brother's in the building. Shout out to Docs. Shout out to Docs. Stephen A's hairline doesn't even agree with him. Why the fuck did he... Let's go. Anything for clicks from that guy. That shit is annoying. Stephen A did retract that statement at the end of the Ninkovich said his piece. Go figure. Like, dude, I'm not even going to get into that. Me and him had a very long on-air conversation when he was doing the national radio shit a couple of years ago. We were on for like 10 minutes. But it is what it is. Derek Carr is a great American story that is still being written. It's time we appreciate him. Put some respect on his name. Facts. Miss Queen, for his fingers gonna fall off after all that typing. For real, my bad. But I loved Colin take on DC and the Raiders. I didn't even get to see that. He's kind of one of those guys I kind of don't really. If anybody, I should have tried to listen to Rich Eisen, but you know, I was here. I've been here. This is my second live I've done today, and then I did a short. So I've been busy on my day off of less than 5 hours of sleep after doing a 16. I hate Stephen A. He's gonna have a heart attack on TV one day. Jesus. I just read Gilmore met with the Colts today. Again, at this point, I'm not concerned about that. I'm good with what we have right now. Even the dog was about to get up and say fuck that. Yeah, he just got up and decided to plop down, and now he's up again. I don't know what he's doing. Just make sure he's okay. I think he's alright. I think he's going back to his bed. Nope, he plopped on the floor right in the middle of the doorway. Rich Eisen had a great take today, too. I'm going to have to try to find that later. People may not think he's great, but they will never be able to say he's not a Raider. That's a fact. Raider John was saying they need to make a 30 for 30 for the... Anthony, we got into the playoffs, and I put this out there almost immediately, and we did have the shirts up. I think they're still on Bonfire. The Raiders' 2021-2022 season could be summed up in 3 words, and that's fuck your adversity. With everything we went through, all the heartache, all McCoy went down, Ingold went down, Arnett and his stupid shit, Ruggs and his unfortunate circumstances, John Madden, Raider in peace. It was one thing after another. Gruden's bullshit. It was one thing after another, and all 2021-2022 season can be summed up in 3 words: fuck your adversity. We made it to the playoffs. We didn't get as far as we wanted to, but hey, we made it. Phylon as well. Phylon. Because I spit hot fire. But yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. My favorite people to watch for football on TV is Good Morning Football on NFL Network. I'm actually starting to get comfortable watching them now. I've never been a big person of the NFL Network unless it was to watch games or break down tape. But yeah. But guys, I don't mean to cut this short. Then again, I don't think I'm really cutting it short. I think we've been on for an hour. We've been on for over an hour today. I'm gonna reach out to my big brother. I'm going to see if we could potentially do Mount Shieldmore tonight. I don't know what, like I said, I'm not sure exactly what the chance is, but we'll see. Gunsmoke, shout out to you on that $5 super chat. After the year we just had, I'm so fucking fired up for this year. So am I, man. So am I. Shout out to Angel. What's good, Hammer? Salute to the chat. What a wonderful day for the Raider Nation. Raider Nation for life. Let's do this. Let's go. But yeah, like I said, I got some things I gotta tend to. So I'm gonna roll out. It's mad funny because I'm listening in the car, and one thing I always say to you guys is stay safe, but also be kind to one another. And Carr is talking about being a good person, being kind to people. Like shit. That I was like, damn. What's good, Hammer? Did you see H. Berry walking by when they took the photo from Mount Shieldmore? Yeah, I can't with y'all. The artist formerly named Docs. What are you talking about? Hey, Key Adams is all I need to see here. All right. I'm going to run before anybody else says anything. Much love to you guys, though. Again, continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is still around. Remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Raiders! Catch you guys next time.
It's time!
I feel like the grass is green, and everything I do is unseen. But I know that's just in my mind. I know everything is just in my mind. Do you really wanna be famous? Do you really wanna be a superstar? Do you really wanna get dangerous? Do you even know where the groupies are? Bitches out here be shameless, and I really wonder where their parents are. Look around, everything changes. It feels like I've been buried alive.